Because I didn't hit a dab earlier, did I? When I said I was going to. I think she
No,
walked in and said something to me.
You left, yeah.
Alright, send it.
Send it, sir.
We're gonna get the go 58K. What's up? We're gonna get the stream deck hopefully by next month. That's the plan.
Got a Benz and a Rolls Royce.
Maybe before then. We'll see.
Be a cold choice.
Alrighty, I'm loading in, Vincent. I will see you later tonight.
Got you.
Yes, sir.
Rolling on the budget, fam. Is it beat it done?
See you in chat, hopefully. We'll see you.
Credit up so you don't get stuck. Rolling in the city in your mama's van.
It's Nathan?
Story, got a beam
What's up, Nathan? Guess what? Your boy can moonlight now. I'm not a senior trooper, but I got approved to moonlight. But I'm not going to be tonight, sadly, because my nephew got out of there, and me and Mr. Casey are going to be training him. It's going to be great. Mr. Nathan. That's awesome. Yes, I did, Eno. Stop lying. You fuck. How the hell is everybody tonight? We got a crim as well. We're working on getting in the prison. On the other side, I should say. How we doing?
Hell yeah, brother. Hey, welcome on duty, buddy. Yes, sir. Welcome
Hey, appreciate your service.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Hello.
Thank
you. Oh, that's fantastic.
So much,
I could use that every day.
Yeah, I'm about to jump off the top of the building.
No, that was nice.
Yeah.
How you doing, Sammy? Appreciate you clocking
They're
in.
just excited to work today, that's all.
I wouldn't be, man. I'm kidding. It's been a good day, man. I've had hours worth of interactions today. Hey, man.
Oh, that's fantastic.
On the stairs. Not take a tumble.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Welcome on duty. Welcome on duty.
Welcome on duty. Appreciate your service. Appreciate your service.
Vegas around.
Yeah, but then they're gonna be in the meeting for 8 hours, and I can't.
Anyone got a noose I can have?
Only if I can use it after.
Third job in my head, you know, so I won't be able to.
Hey, it's been going on. It's been going on for like 3 hours.
Yeah, I've been dealing with that fucking mainly. And it is rough.
Yeah, that's exactly my reaction.
Reform the DOJ.
Reform these nuts.
I'll talk with you if you want. I was there since like the start of it almost.
Let's see, those morons are still outside. I want to see this shit.
They are, and I
Fucking
checked.
Dusty got me shot in the face last night. No.
Great, I definitely want to see these morons.
No, that's a cool color holster you got.
Got him shot in the face last night.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, I discovered something about Dusty. Is Dusty gets funny when he's mad. A fucking lawyer pissing him off at the prison this fucking morning, and he was having a meltdown.
Yeah, I broke down on his ass. I let him have it. I said, "Oh, John's coming here looking like John Cena."
Threaten them with trespassing. I don't give a fuck. Ladies first. Isn't that called a lie burger?
Damn.
My man came in there.
Damn, look at it's finally Markin on duty. Finally not a DOC.
Like John Cena, bro, had a big ass orange t-shirt.
I was training people, but every single time I want to, they kept fucking doing shit.
Yeah, Cole, you know what? Look, you man.
Lobby, you know, to go right into the whole fucking thing. And talk to Mr. White.
Oh, totally not McFarlane.
Fucking Dusty's like, ain't no way John Cena just walked right by his, you know,
man, dude, you don't know what I've been dealing with. I've been personally dealing with that fucking protest outside.
Damn.
Just because the fucking civilians inside that protest wanted me there because I'm respected.
It's only because Jose Swift.
How we doing, Billy? Sit down.
Oh,
I was gonna say, can I sit here?
Absolutely.
shit. There's no.
Hey, thanks. How are you, Cumberdale?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic.
I'm glad to hear it.
Hopefully my nephew gets in here soon so we can train him some more.
Oh yeah.
Well,
What's
Mr.
up, Lee?
Casey, I'll just ride along, that's all.
That looks very edgy.
I want to punch you for it.
Come on, guys. Let's go upstairs.
I'm too tired.
I'm waiting for fucking.
So you.
Cole and
Hey, Finch, after this, I got to talk
Mr.
with you.
Willie.
Okay, yeah. Willie, you don't want this podium? You want this
There's
podium,
that
Willie?
peckerhead. That's not the nephew.
If you're
That's
talking,
Billy.
I can't hear you, sir.
That's
your
Billy
voice
Buckshot.
box is fried, big
He was
dog.
in there with the
Hey, you're very
nephew.
low, brother.
Fuck, that'd be better if
There he is.
There you go.
You wanna take
Nephew
the
won't be
podium?
in for a little bit.
No, I just woke up. Spiritually, I'm good.
Hey, Thorn, you want this podium?
No, you have it. It's your station.
You can tell who the fucking DJs at PD are when they're just waking up for the
No, it's
fucking
still,
7 o'clock
Like,
meeting.
other
Holy
departments can
fuck.
still-
Waiting on Mr. Casey to fly in too.
How you guys doing? You guys are all beautiful
I feel
today.
like he's usually a little bit late to the
No,
party.
you.
Okay,
Park up over here.
That's how we do.
I got in early today.
Shit lawyers.
I still am trying to get
going
caught
on,
up on
Harper?
everything that happened because I came in at the tail end of things.
I can help you, Finch, if you'd like.
Hell yeah.
If you guys need help with what happened, John, right to my left here, has been there from the start.
There's a lawyer downstairs waiting for you after the meeting, the public defender.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Jason.
It's probably
Hey,
I never want to block anybody here.
Finch,
Let me get, like,
Lauren,
over
if
here in
y'all
the
want
corner.
updated
I
on that whole
belong.
situation outside,
Hey, over here in the corner where I belong.
I
I
personally
shouldn't
got
be
text
in
about
this
one
room.
of
I'm
them
not
to
worthy of
come
these
down there
people's
to help
presence or-
de-escalate things.
Yeah.
They're not even out there protesting right
I can
now.
help y'all.
No, they stopped.
Or I
Do
can
we
catch
have
you guys
any
up.
bear spray for them
One of the
testers?
main ones that was there
Protesters?
helping de-escalate.
You know what I think it
I heard he was leading it.
Oh,
I
I'm
think
talking
people are
about
really-
your trooper.
Oh, okay. See, I heard a lawyer was leading it.
No, but I'm saying
We decided to show
No,
up.
and I get that.
How we doing, Mr. Casey?
How you doing, you be?
Fantastic. I'm ready to see you train my nephew right this evening.
Look at all you high command up there looking all spiffy. Y'all look good today,
He
you know
sent
that?
me in the emails. He says he was going to be a little bit later than the meeting this evening, but he'll be around.
All right.
How many people up front? Look at that.
Oh, Blueberry, you're up there now. That's where you belong. You better stay up there, sir.
We've got 30 police on duty now.
You did. He's not Greenberry. He's Greenberry.
What the hell is that dude?
Don't worry, I'm gonna go get the blackish part added back in. They just couldn't do both at once.
Your hair looks like it got
Better
moldy.
calm down, Taylor Swift. That strawberry blonde, I see you, Blue.
I'm
Tell
not
me
feeling
what happened to
22.
you.
You look like Billie Eyelash.
I only had time to get. They only had time.
Who the
to
heck
put
is
one
Beanie
piece of it
Eyelash?
Back in.
What the fuck happened to your hair?
Whoever just messaged me, can you check your text? I have no idea who the fuck you are.
That's one we got.
How do you know it was one of us? Maybe it was someone. From
I'm
the
assuming
outside.
it's one of you guys because it mentioned meeting.
Well, if it was
Oh,
God,
okay. I got it was one of us.
John's getting some nudes.
Hey, look at that.
Shit, and they're from
Text
Cole
me
too.
again.
Cole,
There'll be
Cole's got
one
some nice
person.
nudes here I'm looking at.
I mean,
what?
What?
The
What?
fuck
I didn't
you
say
talking
nothing.
about?
What are you talking about?
That's all the high command update.
Damn, Cole.
Just exposed
I
me.
ain't telling them
Guy out of
shit.
control, please.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Hey, Mr. Randall.
I have to agree with John.
What about getting my girl under control?
Cole sent me nudes.
No reason, even though it's not true.
Man,
Oh.
dude. These
He's
the
got some
nudes
nice
that are in
feet,
my
that's all.
DMs.
Kirby and Kirby, how y'all
Alright.
doing?
What the hell?
Whatever.
Wait, Cole's on.
Welcome y'all both. Thank you for your service. You're all the best.
Randall, you got your flops for this evening?
I mean,
Wait, how did? Okay, this
spot's
is like the
taken.
I got
most
mine.
stolen
I always got
in the
mine.
SAS person.
I'm
How
gonna
did
stand over
you
here
get
this
I
time.
keep mine with me.
Okay, is everyone here?
Unified, we're including
Looks like it.
fuck it, I'm gonna stand over here.
We got a scene anywhere? Let's go over here.
All right,
Cars.
ready to get this started, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything from the previous shift minus the protest that people would like to talk about right now?
There's a protest?
We'll bring it up.
Was.
We'll talk about it, but I just want to see if there was anything else pertaining to the shift that anybody wanted to bring up and talk
Yep,
about
I
first.
got stuff, and I got a shit ton of it.
Okay, well, so just
Nah,
number
the
one, the one I
protest.
want to preface this with is these briefings are to go over light topics and, brief us on the shift. If you guys do have bigger concerns, we can definitely stay after the briefing. I just want to make sure people get out on the street and we, get to doing our PD work, but your concerns definitely will be heard. I just want to make sure this doesn't become a shitting fest because it does not go anywhere fast.
To be warned about.
No, that's fine. I just want to make sure that we're, keeping it on topic and we're not going to just spin off onto a 2-hour conversation. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah,
got something.
understandable.
Okay, someone said they had something?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Can we please all make sure that if we are on a scene before we leave, if there's evidence to be collected, that we ask if anybody needs help collecting evidence or taking pictures or anything, and then submitting your information in the report if possible. I find myself having to chase people down sometimes to get information, their statement, whatever it may be, to help lock this person up that we might be arresting. It'd be very much appreciated if you all could just help everybody out, help each other, help me, help you, whatever.
One thing a lot of officers used to do that I think is a good practice is if you are a primary on a scene, you can assign somebody to start a report and you can get everybody attached to that report, find out badge numbers of who's on scene and everything, as long as it's something, like a controlled situation like a bank or Evangelicos. Get that report started and get the badge numbers in there. That way you can track the people down. Because a lot of times what I hear is, oh, I'm not sure who was on scene or I can't remember who was there, which it can happen in the heat of the moment. But if you can't do it as primary, or if you're, the one
You go tell
negotiating,
her.
assign someone on the scene to be that main person to collect evidence and start that report.
Thank you. I just, I feel like we have a tendency to want to turn and burn calls. And
Yep.
Crazy.
we need to give each call that we're attached to its due diligence, if possible.
I want to throw out an example there. Y'all can look at a later date. I want y'all, your investigative reports, just look at the only one that John McFarland has made. I was in my head in the beginning. On top of that, 3 hours later, I had to make that. Now it is the shittiest fucking report I have because of no one wanted to remake the report.
Yeah, you need to make sure if you guys are, especially if you're the primary on a scene, if you're first to a scene and you have an idea what's going on, if you have to go in your head or you have stuff you have to do, you need to make sure somebody else is finishing that report. Everything needs to be followed through or it's not going to be done very well. So that's your responsibility as being at a scene to make sure that everybody at that scene to make sure it gets written. But the primary main person on that scene needs to make sure that that report's getting done. And if we're finding out people are pawning off 95s or pawning off reports, it's going to be taken care of.
One other thing as well. All right, so
Figured
look,
it was
I had spent 3 hours
whoever
at
got
the
the
prison. Did
95
several calls every
would
time I
do
went
the
to go
report.
leave.
You
I
just
had to
gotta
go
do that
back.
report on
The
them.
only thing is, I was like the only officer that kept going there. We had one scene where we had a bunch of other officers that attended. After that, I seen several officers were available because we had all just cleared from a scene. We were all code 4, but I was the only one that responded back to that prison due to like 3 or 4 DOC going down from a shiv, and yet I was the only one that responded back to that. So with that being said, if y'all see DOC, feel free to pop over and just ask and be like, hey, y'all okay? Like that's what I did. And they were like, we need help. And it's like they were so caught in the heat of the moment that they needed help, but they couldn't, swap. You know what I mean? Like feel free to, like reach out, check up on them and do your buddy check. That's all.
All righty, thank you. Any other topics? Yep,
Yeah,
go ahead.
I got one.
Make sure you speak with your chest so we can all hear you.
Since Ben White is inside the prison for the 9s, all the mob members are trying to go in for petty little crimes to stir all DOC. They keep trying to go back in. That's why he was at the prison for all day long. It's been happening all friggin' day. They keep going in, and then they'll get shivs, and then they'll just start causing a ruckus for everyone.
I talked them
I'll go get a
down,
new
so I
back
think
for you.
that we're going to be pretty cool on that for a while. Hopefully. I'm on a pretty good standpoint with them.
Do a dab every time she
I
makes
think
sure.
this is a good opportunity to mention inflation. Obviously, every situation is a different story, but we really need to do our best to practice de-escalation in these situations. We may be frustrated, and there's times where people say things that can be, not what we want to hear. But as officers, we do need to de-escalate a situation, not escalate a situation. It'll prevent half of the problems that we're having, at least. Go ahead in the back.
Yeah, hey, I just wanted to give a shout out, some positive mindset to the people that were here early this morning when we caught Ben White and his associates, Dusty Outlaw, Danny Botha, Logan Smith, James Campbell, Zeus Rivers, and Emily Kirby. They were held up in a gas station for 2.5 hours. So we tried negotiating and we finally got them. So good job.
Awesome. Good work, guys.
Yes, sir.
Good work.
Good job.
Suwu, you've been waiting forever.
Air 1 is restarting everybody who was previously started, and we got new SOPs pending, waiting on one person. So if you had a previous Air 1, certification, get with me or the other two current, instructors, and I'll get you restarted with the new course and everything, and I'll show you the new SOPs and all that. And if you're interested, text me and I'll put you on the list. Also, for the prison incident, we're told not to go on their radio unless they call for us. So I don't go on that radio unless they call for us. That's why I wouldn't really attend to those.
Dapper.
I mean, at this point, I really don't mind if people come check on us, because there are situations like he mentioned that we're just kind of
the hell in here so we can train you. And then Randall can be your other FTO.
So you do or don't
and I can
want us
ride with
coming
you
on
guys
the
there
radio
too.
You guys can now to check if you need backup.
Yes, ma'am.
10-4.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate the clearance on that.
Oops, sorry.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Any other subjects? I think I see someone over here to my left.
Yeah, just want to
Ask
give a
him,
quick
Dapper.
update on an incident we had earlier up north in Toledo. Apparently, there's some sort of beef between a bunch of Garcon pawn shop employees and PDM employees, and keep shooting at each other back and forth. I believe Tom Savage is handling the situation. I just want to maybe get some officers up north today, just in case another.
Oh, I sent it.
Yeah, I got a report right now.
I put something on that DOC topic real quick. I don't mean to keep butting in.
Nope, go ahead.
All right, so with that, let's call over on tag 3, okay? Like, hey, gonna check up on DOC. That way we don't have like 9 of us going over there.
I think
to
Kick
check
is
up
back
them,
on
you know
its
what I mean?
bullshit.
We don't overload their
Because I
the
feel like
radio
I'm
comm,
running
you know what I
fine.
mean?
Yeah.
I can always
Any
try to
other
take
topics,
out
guys?
the YouTube part and just stream
All right.
to
Anything from
Kick
you,
and
Thor?
not YouTube.
No, ma'am. I got nothing.
Reagan?
Because I'm still doing through
No,
restream.
not at the present moment.
Okay, Dusty, anything you want to talk about pertaining to the protest, just to kind of give a blanket description of what happened? And if people do want to talk about it, we can talk about it. I just don't want it to end up in like a 2-hour conversation.
It does keep
No, I
it
wasn't
does
really
keep
here for all that
freezing.
protest
You
and
know.
stuff. I kind of
Fuck.
woke up and saw it all on the sidewalk.
It's
and-
gonna end in a 2-hour conversation, honestly.
Yeah. I just kind of figured what it was for automatically when I woke up and saw everybody. So just
Okay,
kinda-
well, so my thing I want to say is we can have the conversation. I just want to leave the room open in a sense, but people can go on duty if they need to or want to. So, Thorne, I don't know how you feel about it. If you want us to sit here and talk about it, or if you'd rather let people go out
If we
there.
do that, we might as well just cancel our department head meeting tonight.
It's up to you guys. But how do you guys want to handle this as a room?
I'll go on duty.
Know what it's about.
I don't go for it.
Yeah, I think let everybody go duty.
Okay, yep. Just as a blanket, there was a protest. There was some conversations outside about some people that are upset about the way things were being handled with MPD. So there was apparently a lot of people outside of MRPD. We did have a couple of
It's way
officers that
behind.
stepped in to help, but there was also allegedly some de-escalation
shit.
issues. Some people that were
Fix
escalating
it?
it. So
Okay.
I just kind of want to repeat and reiterate that de-escalation is always going to be the
Give me a
best in
minute.
these
I'll
kinds of
get to the
situations.
car with
If you
Mr.
feel like
Casey.
you can't handle a
and
situation, you are more than
end the
welcome to pass
stream,
it
and
along
I'll
to somebody
fix it
else if you feel like
so it
it's going to
just
continue
streams
to
to
not be
Kick.
going well.
I'm
Go ahead, Viv.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
And then I'll fix it
Speak into
later
chest.
on so I can
Is
stream to
everyone
other
aware
stuff too.
that whole protest was led by the prosecutors?
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
talked to them briefly at the end as well and let them know that we actually already have been talking to the judges about SOPs. So I know that was a large concern, was about how things have been handled here at PD with lawyers, how officers were talking with lawyers, how the DA was handling things. So myself and the other high command, we have been speaking with the judge, and hopefully an SOP will be coming out soon. But that, I mean, that's pretty much where that's been left off, is just that they are aware that there are problems. The
Casey
DA
seems
has
fine.
been spoken with
Yeah, I think
that,
he's
you
through
know, was in
restream as
there
well, which is
basically
weird.
handling it like court, and that is something that I personally have never been a fan of, and
Is my
to
bit
my knowledge,
rate
the others up
dropping
here are
any?
not a fan of.
I don't know.
So
How do I check?
when you guys have a 95, it's your discretion and it's your 95, and you should not be allowing a lawyer or a DA to decide what the outcome of your suspect is. You have the, you know, right as an officer, and if you need one of us to step in, please don't be afraid to ask for us.
Yeah, the lawyers and them, they're not judges, so we're not obligated to work underneath anything they say.
And before I let Mr. Wu back there answer, I just want to know, this whole protest thing is not a fault of PD at all.
No.
We all did
That's
our
why
jobs.
I didn't want to sit here for 2 hours talking.
Yeah, no, that's why I just want to say everyone in PD that was involved with this earlier warrant that involved Mr. Ben White being locked up for the nines did their job professionally and correctly. This is actually a fault of the DOJ at the end of the day. I am no problem throwing that glove down because they didn't do their job adequately. But yeah, no, everyone PD has nothing to worry about on their end. They did their job professionally and accurately. Suwu, go ahead.
Just keeps freezing every 20 to 30
Alright.
or 10 to 20 seconds.
Have people just maybe given like complaint forms instead of them trying to protest against us? People like, you know, actually file a complaint. Is that like a thing people don't do anymore? I don't know how.
I know I have personally been handing out complaint forms. So if you guys are all unaware, we do have a civilian complaint form. If you don't have that, one of us up here can share it with you, or anybody else, if you have it. And
you share with the
essentially,
room? Please, sorry to interrupt.
no, that's fine.
There you go. Did some of y'all get it?
There you go. So
I
if
got
somebody
you.
does have a complaint, and if you're not
I'll
able
look
to
at it on my phone here too.
handle the situation at the time in a way that you see fit, you can give them that complaint form. I personally don't mind if I'm here trying to
Coming to the
field the
back.
complaint, if it's something that, you know, I can, and the other department heads and stuff, if we are. But the complaint form is helpful because it'll get, you know, they can actually put in there all of the information that they need.
There you go.
I appreciate
All
it.
of you
I
guys
feel
got
like-
that, right?
I feel like if we could just start issuing
I've been
disciplinary
handing them
actions
out
of
a lot.
people complaining,
Yep.
and people would actually, you know, try to do their job correctly.
Sorry.
And then just as a heads up, there has been some confusion. That is a civilian complaint form. That is not for you guys to, you know, make complaints against the department or each other. If you guys do have concerns like that,